Onision. Oh, goodness gracious. I wasn't gonna make a video response, I really wasn't, but I couldn't help myself. As much as you promote being yourself and loving yourself and not caring whatever the hell anybody else thinks. And I know that this is just your opinion, and I know that you weren't saying that people should not have the privilege or the right to do this, but really, like, how petty is that to put piercings and tattoos into this grand scope of making decisions before you're, fully. And I believe your brain, your brain does not develop until you're 25. I think that's what you said, which is true. But as someone who, I guess, I don't know. To me, it's not a huge deal. I have a tattoo myself. I have my ears pierced. Check it. I actually plan on getting my lip pierced. It just to see what it's gonna be like. Okay, my friend Hannah has 18 piercings, and do I think she goes crazy, like, overboard? I think so. Like, she kind of scares me because she'll just go get a random piercing, and as long as she's okay with it, I'm okay with it too. I mean, I go with her for moral support and for fear of her passing out or something. But that's basically what my part is in it, and to me, having a tattoo is not a huge deal. Like, I got mine for a specific reason. I had actually been, I got it when I turned, after I turned 18. I got it this last summer, and I had been planning to get this for 2 years. I thought about it very hard. The design that I got, I did not come. It was waiting on a point in my life to where I could figure out what I actually wanted to get. I knew that I wanted to get something, and I knew that I was going to go through with it. And for me, and I'm going to just tell you my story, I had a lot of issues growing up with my family, and I don't know if you've paid attention to any of my other videos where I have kind of let on to my family problems. And I've had a lot of relationship issues. My boyfriend of 2.5 years and I broke up, and he started dating my friend, and it was just awful, and we were supposed to get married, and all this crap, and I have always been told, and I've even said this in your honesty about weight issues, or whatever the hell that video was about, that my whole life I've been told by certain family members that should have your back and everything, that I've been overweight and not good, and you have those people that tear you down all the time. And I was coming to a place in my life where I was finally at peace with myself. When I could finally wake up in the morning and be like, you know what? My life is absolutely awesome today. I have no care in the world. I'm just gonna wake up and I'm gonna be me, and I don't give a fuck about what anybody else thinks. There's peace within me, and I know that my tattoo is very much spiritually tied. And I know that you don't believe in God, or I don't know if you're agnostic or just atheist, I'm not sure. But to me, I got this tattoo, and I'm going to show it to you in a second, and for me it is because I have peace within myself. And it correlates with God's promise of peace, and the promise of eternity and peace in eternity. And the reason I got the tattoo is because it is permanent. It is going to last me a lifetime. It will go with me to the grave. And even though it will not, in my beliefs, it will not go with me to heaven, which is where I intend to go. I mean, hopefully that's where I'm going. I've got my ticket booked and everything. It is very much related to my spiritual, the spiritual side of me. And I don't think that that's a bad thing. I think when people go get shit-ass drunk and go get random tattoos, that's kind of bad. You need to really think about it before you go get it. And that's as far as I'm going to go in that one. But for me, I wanted to tell my story because I know my friend Lisa, who is amazing, and girl, love you tats. She has meaning to every single one of those tattoos. All my friends who have gotten tattoos have meanings behind them. And you shouldn't knock that. And you should not knock that because tattooing and piercing have been in cultures way longer than you were even thought of being conceived, dear Onision. So just because you think that in the modern time here in America that is awful and you should not do that to yourself, you're kind of disrespecting every culture that has had piercing and tattoo, even smoking. Native Americans, hello. Tobacco was huge for the Native Americans, and piercing was huge, and in Africa tattooing and piercing is a big thing, and it's a part of life. Even, I've read down in the comments, in Romania, every newborn girl gets their ears pierced. It's cultural. So before you go and say, hey, you're self-mutilating yourself and you're not thinking about your future, how about you just slow your roll, dear Onision, slow your roll, because that's very offensive to a good chunk of the world, don't you think? But, oh yeah, I'm going to show it to you guys. Don't freak out. No, I'm just kidding. So this is my pride and joy. Hey, you look at it next to me. This is my tattoo. And I got this design because it flows very nicely with my hip. I also got it in this place because I wanted to make sure that I could, cover it up in socially awkward times like jobs. But this is my tattoo. I love it. I do not regret it. It's a part of me. It reminds me every day that I should be happy with myself and not care what anybody else thinks. This is the peace within me. And I hope you all enjoyed that little look in my PJs. So Onision, just think about things before you say them. Please. Thank you. Peace out.